What is up, YouTube? I'm back making videos, and I just got off of work and I was like, I should make a YouTube video. Why not? I wanted to do Poshmark videos a while ago and I just never got to doing it. And I thought it'll motivate me to do Poshmark even more and hopefully motivate some of you to do Poshmark. I love watching all of the Poshmark YouTubers videos, like the resellers videos. To start off my YouTube channel again a little bit, I am just going to talk about how you can get started on Poshmark and how to become a Posh ambassador. So on the Poshmark app, you always have to make an account and all of that, and then go to My Posh Stats, and from here click on your Posh ambassador status. So these are the things that you need to become a Posh ambassador. You need to get 5,000 community shares, 5,000 self shares, 94 new Poshers shared, a minimum of 15 sales, a 4.5 star average rating, an average ship time of 3 days or under, and 1 love note given. So I'm going to tell you what all this means. So for the community shares, what you have to do, I'll show you an example because why not? I'm already screen recording. So you basically go on your feed or anyone's closet at all and you share their listing. So you have to do that 5,000 times. That sounds like a lot, but if you do it every day, you're gonna, like, I became a Posh ambassador within the first month that I started selling. So it wasn't that hard. Something you can do to get more community shares is search for a group share. So a share group, not a group share. So look up share group under listings, and there's like tons of different share groups on here. So this is how I got all of my community shares in a really short period of time. So I don't know any of these people on here. I use the same person's share group whenever I do one. But you basically just click on a listing that says share group. You read their instructions. There's looks like a lot of instructions, but pretty much all of them are the same. So it says share top 5 listings from each closet. People will comment their usernames. You click on their usernames. You share the top whatever listings from their closet, whatever this listing says in their instructions, and you have to do all of them. And it ends at a certain time that says in the listing. So it's kind of confusing to try to explain, but when you actually get in one, they're really easy. You basically just go through the comments and share a certain amount of listings from each person's closet. You can't share certain things usually, like there's Posh prohibited items like fake designer, electronics, cell phones, body wash, whatever, just all that random stuff. They don't allow in share groups usually just because it's like the Posh rules. And that's how I got my community shares in the beginning, is by doing share groups. So now on to self shares. That's exactly what it sounds like. Here's my closet, and you basically just share your own items like so. Now this is super important in order to make sales, which motivates me to share my closet. I share my closet twice a day. It's easier to share on the computer, by the way. If you wanted to do it faster, it is way easier on the computer. But yeah, basically you share your own listings. Again, 5,000 of them. It's not that hard because that makes you more sales. Like, sharing, in my opinion, is the most important part of Poshmark. Is you list a bunch and then you share your listings over and over again every day. They will end up at the top of the search list. So if I just shared my Victoria's Secret pink shirt, then I go to pink Victoria's Secret, and like you can even see like how much it refreshes. You saw me just share that, and then there's still like 6 items in front of mine. That's how much people are sharing. So when you share your item, it goes to the top of every search for the brand, the type of shirt, like the category of the shirt you put it under, for everything that's labeled under your item that you shared from your own closet, it will go to the top of the list. I'm not sure if that's how it is if somebody else shares your item. I think it just goes to the top of their feed, whoever's following them, their feed. So I don't know if you make more sales by other people sharing your stuff. I think self-sharing is more important. But when it comes to being a Posh ambassador, you have to share at least 5,000 of other people's stuff. But yeah, I only have 13,000 community shares. That's a lot less than most people. I've seen people with like 2 million community shares, and I don't put that much time into community sharing. I put all my time into self-sharing so that my stuff can sell. So the next step to become a Posh ambassador is 50 new Poshers shared, which is way easier because it's only 50 and it also counts towards your community shares. So basically you go to the shop page and you want to go to all people, and then at the top you go to new people and you click on their closet and you share something from their closet, and that's it. You just shared a new person's listing, and you just have to do that 50 times. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy, the whole sharing thing. Oop, that's sold. Anyways, then we have a minimum of 50 available listings. That just means you have to have 50 items in your closet. So list 50 things, girl. Like, that's all you gotta do for that one. And I'm gonna go through listing something, all right? Do I have any drafts? No. So you can list home items on Poshmark now, fun fact, like home decor and stuff. So I'm just gonna pretend that I am listing this mug, even though I'm not. I don't really know if I want to yet because there's a little chip on it. But I am just going to click on sell. And take a picture of it with my ratchet nails. But usually I wouldn't take a picture holding it in my lap. I would take a picture of it on a table against a wall on a flat surface, and I would turn it. So I'd take a picture of this side, the bottom, and any imperfections, just like I would a clothing piece. Both sides of it, any imperfections, all tags. So you just want a picture of everything, okay? So let's say I'm listing this. This is a Dunkin' Donuts mug. So what I always do for the title is I put the brand of the item, so Dunkin' Donuts. And then I do this little dash thingy, whatever that is. And then I put what it is. So if it has a size, because it's a clothing item, then I'll put the size, the color, or the style if it has a specific style. So Dunkin' Donuts, blue, iridescent mug. I obviously don't know how to spell iridescent. Describe it for this, I usually just say super cute Dunkin' Donuts mug. So just a little super cute in there to spice things up. Then something super important for your listings is you have to put in measurements. So for clothes, I usually do pit to pit for tops, and then the length. For bottoms, I usually do the waist and the length and the inseam. For home items like this, I would just say how tall the mug is. So it's about 3 3/4 inches. Some people like the exact measurement, so that's what I'm gonna give them. And then I don't know if they want the circumference or what, but if it's something like a home item, then I'll just say the length of the item, maybe like the bottom of it if it has a base. So I usually do my measurements with this little black dot. I usually do like length, width, and then that's what I do for my description. Category would be home. You know, you get the deal. Like, you can just like, there's tons of different category items. I just don't feel like going on it right now. Size, once you put the category item of a home item or something that wouldn't have a size, it's just one size. That is what pops up. And brand, I don't know if Dunkin' Donuts would be in this. no it wouldn't, but sometimes a brand pops up, sometimes it doesn't. Especially with since home decor is so new, like they don't have a lot of home decor brands on here. And then original price, 90% of the time I put at 0, unless it's a brand new item with tags that says the price on it. And this is bothering me. So let's say the tag had like $40 on it and I'm selling it for 15, then I would put that. But if I actually don't know the price or whatever, I just put 0. And then the listing price, whatever you want it to be. I recommend looking up comps, which is just looking up the same exact item that you're selling and seeing what they have sold for in the past and what they are listed for right now. Try to make the, you know, not a super high price if there's a lot of them out right now. So if there's like 5 Dunkin' Donuts mugs out for $15, then I'd probably mark mine at 12 or 10, so that it'd be like the first one to sell because it's the cheapest. So there's a little presentation on how to make a listing if you don't know. The next thing is a minimum of 15 sales. That just means 15 of your items have to sell. There's a greater chance of that the more you share and the more you list. So I think when I became a Posh ambassador, I had over 100 listings. So, you know, just keep listing and sharing. Your average purchase rating should be 4.5 stars or more. I recommend, in order to get a good rating, that you just say everything in your description. You say your measurements, you say any imperfections. I forgot to mention that when I was doing that listing for you guys. Mention all or any imperfections on that item. If someone gets something and they didn't expect a tear or a hole or a scratch or whatever, they might give you a bad rating. So make sure you have everything in your listing. Pick close-ups. Like there's a little chip on this mug right here. That's why I'm probably not gonna put it on Poshmark, just because I don't want to deal with it. I would make a close-up picture of that chip and mark it in the description that there's a chip near the logo on the mug. And people really can't give you a bad rating if you do describe your listing perfectly. Make sure there's nothing completely wrong with the item before you ship it out. So yeah. Next is average ship time. Just means take it to the post office the day of or the day after your listing sells. It says under 3 days. I would just stay safe and do it the day of or the day after it sells. And then love notes given. So a love note is something you leave on someone's page after you've bought something from them. So you buy something from somebody's Poshmark. When it gets delivered to you, you go on the Poshmark app and say that it has been delivered to you. Then it asks you to rate their item. You have to rate it every time. And then ask if you want to give a love note, which is optional. I love when people give me love notes. I really like that. So I always give a love note whenever I buy something from someone's closet. Because that's what people see when they go to your profile if they're thinking about buying from you. But anyways, you have to give a love note, which means you have to buy something from Poshmark. And I will leave my code down below so that you get $5 on Poshmark for your first purchase. I think you have to sign up with my code. If you haven't already signed up yet, then sign up with my code. Then you'll get $5 towards your first purchase, so it can be towards that purchase that you have to give a love note for. So make sure what you're buying is something that you know you'll like. So, because the goal is to give a love note. So yeah, so that is how you become a Posh ambassador. That felt like a lot to explain, and it's just something that you can keep going back to on the app and look at if you're almost a Posh ambassador or not, see if you're completing the steps correctly. The last thing I'm gonna say is to start Poshmark, you don't need anything fancy. I think clothes against the wall look better, so just put a nail in your wall, get a hanger. I use the same hanger for every single thing. And then I have a pant hanger that I use for all my pants. But I just use this huggable hanger. You can use any hanger, it does not matter. Hang your clothes on the wall, take pictures of it. Try to get good lighting. You don't need a special lighting tool like this thingy. Maybe just let some natural light in. If you have a lot of windows in one room, then maybe use that room to take your photos in. Or just try your best to get some good lighting so people can see what your piece actually looks like. Some people have complained to me that the color doesn't look same as in the picture, and it's because I had bad lighting in that photo. So try to get good lighting. Remember to take pictures of all your imperfections and all that. All you need is your phone. I take pictures on my phone. I am not going to go through the hassle of taking it on a camera like this and uploading it to my phone every time I want to list. It's so handy. Poshmark is just so handy. You can do everything straight from your iPhone. So you don't need anything fancy. You don't. Look at Poshmark's guidelines just online. Just look up Poshmark shipping guidelines and it will tell you what you can use to ship your items. All the things you can use to ship your items are free at the post office. Me personally, I pre-package everything and put them in bins in my basement, my inventory. So after I've taken a photo of something, I'm looking to see if I have an example, but I don't. After I've taken a photo of an item, I put them in a clear plastic bag and then I put them in a bin, put a number on them, and then put it on my Google spreadsheet what number it is, so that it's so easy to pull stuff out of the bins when they sell and know where they are and not lose anything, and everything's just organized that way. So I did not do that at first. At first I used free cardboard boxes and I didn't pre-package anything. I just put the clothes straight in the boxes, and then I just like ran out of room because packaging them definitely saves space, and I got like bigger black tubs from Target. So overall I just wanted to save more space and be more organized. Also, the clothes stay clean that way. Nothing can happen to them on accident or anything. Then to ship my items, if it fits in here, so shirts, dresses, pants, not shoes, probably not most home decor or anything. Everything that will fit, I ship in this. These are poly mailers. You can get them on Amazon or eBay. I got mine on Amazon, and there's tons of different prints, patterns, colors that you can get. They're not that expensive. If you are selling a lot, I think it's worth it because it just adds a little pizzazz to your packages. Might make someone more likely to give you a love note or a good rating. I don't know. I just do it because it's fun. And then the other thing that I do is I have little business cards. Now, I did not have this when I first started, but I was a little bit creative when I first started. So I got scrapbook paper. I'm still trying to look around to see if I have this stuff around me, but I don't. I got scrapbook paper and I punched a big hole with a big hole punch about this big into the scrapbook paper, and then I hole punched that little circle paper with a little hole on the top, and I wrote a thank you note out to each individual person, which took a really long time. So kudos to everyone who still does that, but I just wrote, thank you so much for shopping my closet. I hope you enjoy your new blank, whatever they bought. Signed, Kylie. And then I would tie that on a ribbon on the plastic that I pre-packaged my item in. So now all I do, just to make it easier, is I printed out these business cards. It just says, thank you for shopping my Posh closet, XOXO Kylie, because that's what I wrote on my little cards that I made. When I first started, I just got these a couple months ago. I've only been doing Poshmark for like a year, but I think a little less than a year. So, and then I just have my Poshmark link at the bottom. So this is just strictly for Poshmark. It's not actually a business card, it's just a thank you card. I think I got them on Vista print and it was a really good deal. So I just put a little hole punch up in the corner and I put that on a ribbon that I tie again to my pre-packaged items. So I do it the same way, just have a pre-made card this time. I also stick a piece of candy on the back of this just to add a little more pizzazz, because as you can tell, I like pizzazz. So that is my first Poshmark video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you in some way. If you ended up selling or using my tips, or like, I don't know, using my code something, let me know in the comments below. If you have any tips for me or whatever, then leave a comment down below, or questions, whatnot. I will obviously leave my closet down below, so if you want to comment your closet name down below, I'll share your stuff. We can be share buddies. Don't forget to share your own items though. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, bye.